Have you ever wondered how a gold bar is made? What intricate processes are involved in its creation? Gold bars. These two words alone can stir up images of grandeur, wealth, and power. Throughout history, gold has been synonymous with prosperity and status. It has been the backbone of economies, the cause of wars, and the symbol of divine power in many cultures. The allure of gold bars is not just about their monetary value. There's something inherently fascinating about this precious metal that has captivated the human imagination for centuries. It's the glimmer that catches the eye, the weight that feels substantial in the hand, and the promise of wealth that it signifies. The creation of a gold bar is not a simple task. It's a meticulous process that requires skill, precision, and a deep understanding of the metal's properties. But the end result? A shiny, valuable object that holds within it the power to change fortunes. Today, we're going to take a journey to uncover the fascinating process behind the creation of these shiny, valuable objects. So, where does the gold used to make these bars come from? Gold, a precious metal that has captivated human attention since antiquity, is not just lying around waiting to be picked up. It's nestled deep within the earth, and extracting it is a labor-intensive process. To begin with, gold mining is a global industry. The top gold-producing countries include China, Australia, Russia, and the United States, among others. But remember, gold is a finite resource. It's estimated that only about 20% of the Earth's gold supply remains unextracted. Now, let's dive into the mining process. This begins with the exploration phase, where geologists use sophisticated technology to identify potential gold reserves. Once a viable site is located, the excavation process begins. This could involve open-pit mining or underground mining, depending on the depth of the gold deposit. The extracted ore, a mixture of gold and other minerals, is then crushed into a fine powder. This powdered ore is mixed with water to create a slurry, which is then treated with chemicals to separate the gold from the other minerals. This process, known as leaching, results in a solution of gold and cyanide. But we're not done yet. The gold still needs to be separated from the cyanide. This is done through a process known as electrowinning, where an electric current is passed through the solution, causing the gold to deposit onto a steel wool cathode. The gold-laden cathode is then heated to high temperatures to burn off the steel wool, leaving behind pure gold. This pure gold, however, is not yet in the form we're familiar with. It's still in a granulated form, known as gold d'or. The gold d'or is then sent off to a refinery for further purification. There, it is subjected to various processes, including smelting and electrolysis, to remove any remaining impurities. It's only after this rigorous refining process that the gold is ready to be cast into bars. Once extracted, the raw gold is then sent off to a refinery to be processed into what we recognize as gold bars. Scene script. Refining is a critical step in the creation of gold bars, but what exactly happens during this stage? The refining process is the magical transformation from raw, unrefined gold to a pure, gleaming gold bar. It's like watching a caterpillar metamorphose into a butterfly, only with a lot more heat and chemicals involved. First things first, let's talk about what we mean by raw gold. This is gold as it comes out of the ground, often mixed with other metals and impurities. It's kind of like a gold smoothie with all sorts of bits and pieces mixed in. Our job in the refining process is to separate the gold from all the extras, leaving us with pure, 24-karat gold. There are a few ways to do this, but two of the most common methods are smelting and electrolysis. In smelting, the raw gold is heated to extremely high temperatures, causing the gold to melt and the impurities to separate. Think of it like making soup. The gold melts and becomes a liquid, while the impurities float to the top where they can be skimmed off. Electrolysis, on the other hand, uses an electric current to dissolve the raw gold into a solution. The gold ions are then attracted to an electrode, while the impurities are left behind. It's a little like fishing for gold, using electricity as your fishing rod. Now you might be wondering, why is it so important to have pure gold? Well, purity is a big deal in the world of gold bars. The purer the gold, the higher its value. It's also easier to sell pure gold because its quality can be easily verified. Impure gold, on the other hand, is a bit like a mystery box. You never quite know what you're going to get, so there you have it. The refining process is all about transforming raw gold into the pure, shiny stuff we all know and love. It's a process that requires skill, patience, and a whole lot of heat, but the result is well worth it. After refining, the gold is now ready to be formed into bars. Casting is the process that gives gold its iconic bar shape. But how is it done? Well, imagine the scene. A room pulsing with heat, the air filled with the heavy scent of molten metal. At the heart of it all is the furnace, a fiery beast that roars with a primal intensity. Inside this furnace, the refined gold is melted down, reaching temperatures of over 1,000 degrees Celsius. This is not a task for the faint-hearted. The furnace operators, masked and armored against the searing heat, feed the furnace with the refined gold. Once the gold is fully melted, it's time for the casting process to begin. Using a ladle, the molten gold is carefully poured into molds. These molds, often made from high-grade steel, are designed to withstand the incredible heat. They are what give the gold its distinctive bar shape. The pouring must be done with precision and care. Too fast and the gold might spill or form air pockets. Too slow and it might start to solidify before it has filled the mold. After the gold is poured, it needs time to cool and solidify. This process is as important as any other. The gold must cool uniformly to avoid any deformations or cracks. Depending on the size of the bar, this could take anywhere from several minutes to an hour. During this time, the gold undergoes a transformation. The fiery, liquid metal gradually hardens, taking on a solid form. It's a mesmerizing sight, watching the molten gold cool and solidify. It's like witnessing the birth of something precious and timeless. Once the gold has completely solidified, the mold is opened, and the newly cast gold bar is revealed. It gleams with a soft, warm light, a testament to the journey it has undergone. Once cooled and solidified, the gold bars are almost ready. But there's one more crucial step. This next step is where the gold bar becomes more than just a piece of metal. It becomes a symbol of wealth and power, a tangible piece of human history. But we'll get to that in the next scene. Stay tuned. The final stage in the production of a gold bar is assaying and marking. But what does this entail? Let's unravel this mystery, shall we? Assaying is essentially a quality check. This process verifies the purity and fineness of the gold bar. In the world of precious metals, the purity of the gold is paramount. It's not just about the shiny allure of the bar, it's also about the actual gold content. Assaying is done through an intricate process that involves drilling tiny holes into the gold bar and testing the extracted samples. This ensures that the gold isn't just pure on the surface, but through and through. The assaying process is meticulous and demands a high level of precision. It's carried out in specialized laboratories by trained professionals. These experts use a variety of techniques including fire assay, X-ray fluorescence, and inductively coupled plasma optical emission spectroscopy. Sounds complex, right? Well, it is. But it's all worth it to ensure the gold bar meets the highest standards of purity. But we're not done yet. After assaying comes marking. This is where the gold bar gets its identity. Each gold bar is marked with the brand of the refiner, the purity of the gold, and its weight. This isn't just for show, it's a crucial part of the gold certification. These marks provide the vital information that allows buyers to trust in the quality of the gold they're purchasing. It also ensures the gold bar can be traced back to its origin and the refining process it underwent. In addition to these details, gold bars are sometimes also marked with a unique serial number. This serves as a further guarantee of authenticity, making it even harder for counterfeit bars to slip through the net. With assaying and marking complete, the gold bar is now ready to enter the market. So the next time you see a gold bar, remember the meticulous process it went through to get its shine and stamp of authenticity. So why are gold bars so important? Well, in a nutshell, gold bars play a crucial role in the global economy. They're not just shiny objects to marvel at, but they're a form of wealth that has stood the test of time. Gold bars are seen as a hedge against inflation. When the value of currency falls, the value of gold typically rises, making it a safe haven for investors. This is why many people turn to gold during economic downturns. They're a way to preserve wealth in tough times. Moreover, central banks across the globe hold vast amounts of gold bars in their reserves. These gold reserves act as a guarantee to pay depositors and are a form of insurance against economic crises. And let's not forget the gold enthusiasts who simply love the allure of gold bars. They are tangible, they are beautiful, and they hold a value that's recognized worldwide. Whether it's their shine, their weight, or their value, gold bars continue to captivate us all.